Alright, hi there YouTube, it's me Morphsuit America playing on the global version of Dragon Blaze. However, by the title of this video, it can be directed both to global and the Korean Dragon Blaze. It's how to get rubies. Now, obviously, if you want to use real life money so you can buy rubies and stuff, that's totally up to you. I kind of did that for the Korean version of Dragon Blaze, but when it comes to my global account, the 34,526 rubies you see at the upper right corner of the screen right now, I did not spend any money on the global Dragon Blaze to get that. All I've been doing is do all of the tasks that you need to do every time you log into Dragon Blaze. Sometimes you get them through the attendance award, sometimes you get a lot of rubies for your position in arena, guild battles, or some other modes like world bosses, and then just doing a bunch of tasks here and there. So yeah, once again, I will be talking about the methods to get rubies for both free to play and pay to win, because even though you're pay to win, you can still use these methods to kind of get extra rubies on the side. And if you think about it, if you decide to put a good amount of money into the game and then make it like an investment where you have decent stuff so you can actually get good scores where you can get more rubies and stuff, then that's also a good plan. Anyways, let me just get started and talk about like how you can get most of the rubies into global Dragon Blaze, and then tell you guys about some differences here and there when it comes to global and the Korean Dragon Blaze. Alright, so when it comes to global Dragon Blaze, they have a feature over here. Korean Dragon Blaze does not have something like this on their screen before you get into Dragon Blaze, but pretty much if you click on this button, it will take you to another screen where you download another game or like do whatever it tells you to do, and then it'll give you a few rubies here and there. It's not a lot, but that is a slight difference from global and the Korean Dragon Blaze. Alright, over in the global Dragon Blaze, we still have mysterious exploration. In the Korean Dragon Blaze, they took that out and replaced it with daily dungeons. And daily dungeons will be very important later on, but yeah, mysterious exploration can give you a few rubies if you have a bunch of extra allies that can actually kick ass and stuff. What you want to get is well, actually any one of these can actually give you a couple of rubies, but the best one you want to aim for would be the Triple S treasure chest. And then you can get extra stuff like essences and U cards and friend points. But yeah, make sure you send a couple allies out to do this. It costs 10 shoes. It's gonna take the entire day, I think, just for them to do an exploration. And once you get to this screen, let's say you send them out, what do you do next? Just hit exit. Now, over in the Korean Dragon Blaze, I knew that they had this feature way back then when they actually had it, but I was an idiot and I ended up ending the exploration instead of exiting out. I didn't know I can exit out once I got to the screen. So yeah. Make sure you take advantage of this, because it will disappear when Chapter 5 comes out. Alright, another method to get rubies is rapport training. When it comes to global, we physically have to bring our non-mastered allies into our team so we can get the extra rubies. However, in the Korean Dragon Blaze, they have an automatic feature where you get a new ally that's not even mastered yet and automatically master that ally, and then you get your 10 rubies. So you don't need to waste shoes backtracking to an area, so you can just level up the rapport bar for these characters. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, there is a blue bar beneath the characters. This is not the experience level. This is their rapport bar. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that damn word correctly. I apologize if I'm butchering it. But yeah, you want to make sure you level this up. The best way to level these rapport bars up is to go to an area where they're not going to die easily in, and just spam that area till it goes to 100. I tend to go to the Spider Tricket, I think it's Spider Tricket area in Chapter 2, and just spam that. 3 runs of that equals a full 100% bar for rapport training. When you exit out after you mastered their once you master the ally, you get 10 rubies. 10 rubies per ally you train. It does not give you duplicates, so if you have 5 of the same ally, you're not going to get 50 rubies. You get the 10 rubies for that ally. So let's say I have 5 mini devil range bats. 4 of them are in my ally storage, and I'm using one to do rapport training. Even though I have 5 of them, and you cannot put all 5 of them on your team, the game's not going to allow you to do that, but even though I rapport train one of them physically through this method, it's going to count for all of the other mini devil range bats. So the remaining 4 that's in my character storage automatically get the master status over their head. And when it comes to figuring out who needs rapport training and who doesn't, just find the master status underneath their name. So you see their class, Archer, you see the level, which is 55, the name beside that, mini devil range bat, and then underneath them should be their rapport level. If there's a number underneath it, that means you need to rapport train it. The easiest method to find your non-mastered allies is to click on the view all, and then hit master. Then you'll see like a couple of these guys aren't even trained, so I'm gonna take them on a run soon. But yeah, pretty much when it comes to rapport training, you'll also get bonuses. Like you'll get 27 rubies here and there if you train like 5 allies in the same folio page. So let's say that I train 5 of these allies from the Golem Hill area. You can get 27 rubies from that. Now, if you complete a certain section of the folio, let's say you master all 18 of these guys, not only do you get 180 rubies per ally since you rapport trained them, you can also get a bonus of 100 rubies because you fulfilled the folio and you master all of these allies in the same area. So yeah, make sure you do rapport training. It's really important, especially if you're new to the game. And once again, the Korean Dragon Blades does not have this feature anymore. They took it out, so it's automatic. When you get a new ally, they automatically give you 10 rubies. And if you fill out the folio, I think the bonus still kicks in. But yeah, that's the other thing I want to mention when it comes to global and the Korean Dragon Blades. Alright, so the last difference I'll point out is the different modes when it comes to global and the Korean Dragon Blades. Specifically, what I'm referring to is hero mode and buster mode. Over in the Korean Dragon Blades, they took out hero mode and they just made it, Tower Validation, Arena, and Guild and tag matches. Oh wait, no, Guild Battle's already combined. Now we have this dealio going on. And apparently level 1s can't join in guild battles, so most likely deified allies? Yeah. Anyways, back on topic. The reason why I'm bringing up the 2 different modes is because it's gonna change the game drastically. If you're new to the game, this may hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt someone that's been playing the game for a good while who has a couple transcended allies or a couple ultimate keys, and then some other sorts here and there. One major thing I'll emphasize on, even though it's not going to give you rubies, is that you may want to do Tower of Validation with their 2 separate modes. When they combine it, they get to reset the floor levels, and you have to start from stage 1 and go all the way to whatever stage it is, whatever the max stage it is. And let me just state this: the new revamped version of Tower of Validation, when they take out hero and buster mode, will be really, really tough. I tried to do it back then in the Korean Dragon Blades, I got annihilated. So if you are playing on global, take advantage of all of the different modes right now. Try to complete Tower of Validation. That's something I'm gonna emphasize heavily on. Once again, it's not gonna give you rubies, but you want to do it. And you want to try to get a good high score in hero mode, especially if you're playing on global Dragon Blades, because once they take that out, you might be fighting against people that will have transcended allies, and you may be at a disadvantage. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna state right now when it comes to these two different modes. Once again, it's kind of Actually, I'll shut up now and just go to my next point. Alright, from here on out, these methods can be used both for the global and the Korean version of Dragon Blaze. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is logging into the game. Pretty much, you will be getting rubies for the login attendance. You log in on the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th day, you get rubies for it. Pretty simple, just, log into the game. And you can do the same thing for the Korean Dragon Blaze. It might be different dates, but yeah, just pay attention to the login sheet. The next thing I want to point out is the schedule, or like the things you need to do for today, and the quest stuff, and then the GM events, or the special events. When it comes to today's task, you want to make sure you do these every day. You go to whatever you need to do, like you want to do guild battles so you can get your 70 rubies. Now, it's not like back then, like in the past in chapter 1, 2, and 3, where you can actually do these things on any day of the week as long as it's not like after the Sunday, because once Sunday hits, or like once it's Monday again, it does a refresh, refresh of all the tasks you need to do. So what I'm getting at is, let's say you miss Monday. You didn't do the battle for guild victory. You cannot get the 70 rubies you miss. You had to wait till next Monday so you can get those. Even though you can do guild battle, let's say you log into the game on Tuesday, you do guild battle, you won't be able to get the rubies. However, you can get the check mark for doing it on the Monday for the weekly task, where you can get your SSS ally. However, that's SSS Allies. I already made a video talking about how to get SSS Allies. You can view it in the description below on the screen or at the end of this video. But yeah, when it comes to the rubies though, you cannot backtrack to it. So make sure you do this every day of that particular day. Now, when it comes to world bosses, they're also fixed, meaning that you have to be logged in on a certain day to run them. So let's say you miss doing Golem. Golem shows up on a Tuesday. You cannot backtrack and do a Golem run, because it only shows up on a Tuesday. If it's Thursday, for example, you miss a Golem run, then that's too bad. However, you can actually do a Hydra run where you can actually get a decent rank, so you can get a little bit more rubies along with the 50, 60, or 70 rubies you get just for running Hydra. So yeah, keep the today's task in mind. It's not like back then where you can just run one of those things any day of the week. You need to actually pay attention. And back then, the bosses were still fixed. So if you miss Golem, Hydra, or Chariot, then you miss those bosses. And then the last thing I'll talk about in this clip before I swap over is the quest stuff. You can look at the details for yourself. Just open up the game and then go to the schedule, then click on the third tab, which is quests. Or if you're in the Korean Dragon Blaze, pretty much find that same icon that looks like a schedule thing. Go to the third tab and then you can see what you need to do. Unless you can't read the Korean stuff, and then you need to guess on what you need to do. However, these icons can kind of give you a hint to what you need to do. Anyways, yeah, most of these things can give you a bunch of rewards. However, just play the game. Just play the damn game. You don't need to look at that stuff. If you play the game, you'll get rewards left and right just for doing X, Y, and Z. And if you start combining cards, if you start enhancing your equipment as well, and it's your first time doing that, you'll get rubies for that. So yeah, just play the game. You're gonna complete those quests eventually. But once again, if you want to be a bit more specific, and if you really want to look at that quest stuff and, you know, hunt down all the rubies you can get, then go ahead and do that. However, I'm not going to do that on the screen. Alright, so when it comes to playing the game and just doing guild battles, arena, tag matches, world boss scores, fortress battle, go as high as you can. Try to, you know, spam them, try to get the highest world boss score you can get. Just, you know, just do it. Just play the game. Just try to get up there. Because the higher you go in these modes, the more rubies you can get from the rewards. And the more rubies you can get, the more you can use to spend on shoes, so you can actually farm for equipment, ally fodder, and then essences. Essences are the big dealio. But yeah, pretty much, you can view this by going to whatever mode you need to look at and then click on rewards. It'll show you what you'll get for being at the certain percentage that you score, along with like if you're actually up there, you can get like 441 rubies, 220 coins, and then a title and some other benefits here and there. So yeah, just play the game and try to do all of these modes and just try to score as high as you can before the refresh. Alright, so that's the end of this video. This is just part 1 of how to get rubies into global and the Korean Dragon Blaze. I know there's another method to getting rubies, especially if you're new to the game, and if you haven't done the raids yet, that's a good method to get some, along with some other things here and there. They will be mentioned in part 2 of how to get more rubies into Korean Dragon Blaze and global Dragon Blaze. I'll have a link at the end of this video, or like I'll update the information later when I actually make said video. If you guys got any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.